Hey guys, so how are you doing? Today I'm coming to you with a video that's on a little bit of a different note. Now, as a lot of you know and a lot of you might even be involved with, depression is a big problem right now. I don't really know why I feel like talking about this. I just feel that on my part it is necessary for me to share advice and own personal feelings on depression. So, today I had an experience, and it wasn't even bad. It was just that personally and emotionally I didn't know how to handle it, and I kind of sort of handled it really bad. And I stepped out of line and said something I shouldn't have to a friend, and this really upset them. Now, me not understanding that I just upset my friend, didn't understand why they were lashing out at me. And I came home and I shut down, and I just didn't want to do anything. And there are a lot of people out there that say, I'm depressed, I have depression. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm coming to you and saying, a lot of those people don't have depression. Depression is a serious mental disorder that shuts you down. It makes you not have a reason. You feel like you're being crushed. You don't feel like you're breathing when you are. You can't think, you can't work, you don't want to do anything. You don't even want to get up out of bed to brush your teeth or comb your hair. I didn't even really want to film this video, but I felt it was necessary. And I kind of felt like I did want to film it, which is good. I felt a sense of motion that I had to do something, which is better than not wanting to do anything. Now, a lot of people, including maybe even some of you, and myself, suffer from depression. And it's a serious problem that I really, really, really wish we had more attention paid to. Now, I don't want to sound like a seminar or a spokesman or like someone lecturing to you guys, because apparently I lecture a lot is what I've been told. I don't want it to seem like that. I'm just trying to get the thought out there that depression is something that we should really take another look at, because people look at those people who are depressed or shut down and they label them instantly emo, antisocial, stupid, sad, worthless. None of that's true. If you're suffering from depression, it's not your fault that you're that way. And it's not anyone's fault. And it's not necessarily even bad. Depression isn't something you're born with all the time. It's possible. You can be born with a case of depression or a mental disorder that gives you depression. But there are traumatic experiences and such that can give you depression. Someone very close to me when I was younger, that I considered to be an older brother, was severely shut down with depression. He is no longer with us. He committed suicide in 2012. And that, for me, wasn't the beginning of my depression, or the beginning of the stage of depression. My beginning of depression was probably 6th grade, when people all had this crazy thought that I might be gay. I'm gonna share this with you now. I'm completely straight, I'm not bi, and I'm okay with people who are bi. But for me, that really shut me down, and that was probably the first time that I ever really felt depressed. Now, a lot of people in the United States, even in the world, have started to suffer from depression, and to me, I don't think a lot of these people have depression. I think that they see it and they think, this is what's cool. It's cool to be a scene kid. It's cool to have scene hair. It's cool to listen to screamo music. Some of us do actually enjoy it. A lot of us do. A lot of us think, wow, this music's great. How could I not listen to it? And some of us listen to it because it helps us, because the music gets us through that tough stage of depression that we can't really get through by ourselves. I completely agree. But then there's always that point where those people who have depression don't know that's what's wrong. All they know is that they don't want to live anymore. And those people, I can't say it enough, need to get help. People say, oh, therapy's stupid, therapy doesn't help me. That's bullshit. I'm saying this right now, that is not true. I had therapy for 2 years, and it completely turned me around. I still have days where I am just rock bottom. I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go hang out with friends, I don't want to film, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out and do anything fun. I don't even want to get up to turn on the light so I can see where my phone is. I don't even want to answer my phone. I have days like that more than people should. And it's all because of this little tiny D word, depression. Now, thing with depression is it's not always simply handled with medication. A lot of the time people are put on medication and that's just the worst decision you can make. Most of the time it is not going to make anything better, because then they get addicted to these pills, and these pills make them lose weight, and these pills make them paranoid, these pills make them hear things, these pills make them hallucinate. That's not going to help with depression. That's going to add on to that sadness and that empty hole, and it's going to make them think, what's wrong with me now? What else is going to happen? Now, I think that depression really sucks, and I'm sure you guys agree. And I'm sure that I'm making this video for my own interests, not for yours, and I apologize. I really should be listening more to your interests, I agree. But I feel like this is a point that needs to be made, is that depression should be taken care of. And if you have it, you should get help. You should talk to your parents. Parents don't listen, talk to your counselor at school. Counselor doesn't listen, then that's bull, because they're a counselor, they're there for that. But if they're not listening, you need to talk to someone, call a hotline. If you're suicidal, please, 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 please call a hotline. Please. If any of you are suicidal, please leave a comment, let me know. I will talk to you. I will do my best to talk to everyone, I promise. If I miss you, I'm sorry, and I probably will, because YouTube is broken and doesn't tell you when your video is commented on. But I want you guys to know that it really does get better, and you really will see a light, even though at a lot of times, myself included, I don't feel like there is going to be that light. But it's there. You just got to remember that life has meaning, even if you can't see one. And I want you guys to know that I love all of you, and I appreciate all the support you guys give me, and I hope you guys have a great weekend / night, because I'm filming this at like 12 o'clock. So yeah, keep on walking, walkers, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support.